Never lost before. Yeah, I haven't seen no flaw. I was skeptic at first about his chin, but when I seen him take great punches to the head by Carol Book and Kill can punch, I'm like, okay, this guy's the real deal. He is the real deal. And here's another fun fact. Here's why I say, Sean, make it dirty. When I fought Earl, I was trying to fight him real close, and he was complaining that I was headbutting him. It was because I was so close to him. I had my head under his chin. And I remember referee separated us. He's like, "Oh, come on, man!" Like he was saying, "Come on, man! Don't try not to make it dirty." In other words, he's like, "Come on, not so close." And I remember that as if it was yesterday. So that's what I'm saying, Sean. You want to win this fight, you got to make it dirty. You got to go in close and make it uncomfortable for the guy. Can Sean sustain that for 12 rounds? Maybe that's because his weight is down. He looks in shape. But again, if Earl makes his weight properly, expect a great fight from Earl and a great win for him.
Gotcha. Great breakdown, man. Excellent breakdown. I got to ask you this question too. I was watching a Sean Porter interview, right? And people are, I get a lot of emails and DMs, and they ask me. There's a handful of questions that ask me, do you think Sean Porter is overtraining? Because he said he's been training since April 27th, he said. And two, I saw an interview yesterday, and he was doing an interview, and he had problems like articulating himself. He was stuttering a lot, like more than normal. And
Sean Porter?
Yeah, Sean Porter. So I was going to ask you, do you think that's a sign of overtraining or dehydration too soon?
No. It's not about dehydration. So no, why would you dehydrate yourself 6 months before a fight? Is it the same? That's not about dehydration. It's probably also the lifestyle. Possibly it's catching up to. Look, my lifestyle, for example, it caught up to me as well. I like to smoke cigars. It's no secret. I don't give a fuck. You guys know I've been smoking cigars 12 years since I was 18 years old. I was smoking cigars 2 weeks before my fight with Spence in Vegas because it's no secret. Now, I like to drink as well. But if I continue drinking, sooner or later, the lifestyle, for myself, I'm the culinary fighter. The lifestyle caught up to me. Look, I was 199 pounds. I'm not 25 anymore. So the moral of this is the fact that is he overtraining? Probably he's excited already too early. If that's the rumor, he's excited. This is his first pay-per-view. He's going to make
as he should. He's right. You're right.
And I mean, oh my God. Maybe he's got so much energy that he can't control it right now. And what happens? So, and then here's the thing. Here's the on the other side, on the flip side, Earl Spence is just taking his time, and he's going to pick at the right time, make the weight. It's going to be challenging making the weight, but he's got professionals around him, and he's going to just take over from there. If that's the rumor, maybe because he did look too skinny for me for a guy that is fighting September 20th.
I thought so too. It's funny you say that. And I was watching an interview yesterday, and I'm like, this guy shouldn't be stuttering. I was like, maybe it was a sparring day. I don't know. Maybe his brain swelled up. I don't know. But I was listening to him, and I'm like, he looked too skinny for me. He looks too lean for me right now. To me,
he looks like 156 pounds.
He does. He looks too. He has no fat on him. So like he may be eating up his muscle. You know what I mean? I saw the interview yesterday, and I know he probably wore the cutoff shirt purposely so people can tell that he's in shape. And I'm like, man, you 8 weeks out, dog. Like you are.
Look, Ugas. Was it a good fight when he fought Ugas? No. And I actually sparred with Ugas a couple times. It's on YouTube, folks. Go check it out.
Okay.
You guys tell me. So I sparred with both. The way he fought Ugas, if you see Ugas, he was actually going downstairs to the body a couple times. He was actually in there in the fight. Now, is Ugas better than Earl? Absolutely not. Now, can you imagine Earl doing that to Sean?
Wow. Who won that fight? Ugas Porter. Who you think won that fight?
No, Porter won. Let's be honest together. Porter won.
I thought Porter won. I thought Porter won.
He didn't win by a landslide, but he won the fight, and he was the champion. You know, did Lucas dominate? Certain spots, he was dominating certain things. He was dominating for sure, but you know, Lucas, he's done extremely well actually for himself. He put himself back in the position that he belongs in. You know, but for Sean Porter looking too skinny too soon, I don't know if it's the look. You know, especially with today's technology, you can drop, you know, 7, 8, 9 pounds safely.
Yeah, you can.
Errol Spence, you gotta look at it himself as the 4 seasons, his body right now. Okay, so right now it's summer. You know, by September 28th, my body's gonna turn into autumn, and then it's on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know, I was fortunate enough to he allowed me to go watch him work out, and let me tell you this: I've been in camp with Sean Porter, that was my first time seeing Errol Spence privately in a workout. I'll be honest, I walked away thinking I had no idea Errol Spence was that good. I had no idea. Because me and Derek James disagree all the time. He's like, Fred, he is really good. I'm like, no, he can't be that good. He can't be as good as you tell me he is. I'm like, no. I actually had Kell Brook beating Errol Spence until Saturday before the fight. I predicted Errol Spence just before the fight came on. I said, I'm rolling with Errol Spence. I think he's just a little bit fresher, and I think his power may carry him through the 12th round. You know.
What impressed you the most about him?
Say it again.
What impressed you most about this workout?
He has a great base, and he can throw every punch.
Yeah, exactly.
His base, if you hit him, I don't know if he can absorb it, and between him rolling and the ability to absorb it, his legs and his base, he's
That's
still.
What I told you. His stance. It all starts with the stance.
Oh, his stance. Okay. Yo, damn, you even said that. Yeah, and I was just overly impressed with him. I was like, and I've been in everybody's camp. I've seen Bernard Hopkins fight. I mean, Canelo, you name it. Floyd Mayweather, you name it. Listen, if he adds a little bit of Floyd Mayweather's defense, oh man, shit. I mean, no one can emulate Floyd, the shoulder roll, but I'm saying if he just takes a tune-up fight and really focus on his defense, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Oh my.
Leave him like that because that's what makes him exciting.
That's who he is. You're right. That's who makes him who he is. Yeah. But man, I walked away I didn't know he can throw every punch. I didn't know I don't really see this in fights because there's so many things going on. I'm watching the opponent. I'm watching him. I hear the crowd. I'm listening to the commentary if I'm not at the fight, right? And
yeah, but for example, you're a fan.
Yeah.
You're a boxing fan.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So if you're Mike Shaw, I ask you this as a fan, you got the nine sites. Then, as a fan, what do we look for in a fighter? What do you look for in a fighter as a fan?
What would I look for? The ability to destroy your opponent in an intellectual fashion. I don't like brawler. I don't like that shit. If I do, I'll just go watch Kimbo Slice, right? I like a motherfucker that has a stab jab, then the motherfucker drop his hands, you bring the jab up top. And then he counters your jab. So you throw a double jab, keep him off balance. And then you fake the jab and you throw a left hook to the body. I'm actually shadow boxing as I'm talking to you, right? And then you bring the hook up top. And then you double that bitch up. And then you follow it with the right by the 4th round. I like that. I like that strategic breakdown in the fighter. And I saw that in Errol Spence on the heavy bag. I saw that against Chris Van Heerden. And I actually saw how patient he was with you because you know what I did at the end of the first round? You know what I did at the end of the first round? I watched the first round and I said, you won the first round. You know what I did at the end of that round? I went back and watched his body language. He came back with the same body language at the end of the first round to the top of the first round. He didn't get anxious. And I'm like, you just literally clearly lost that first round. But he says, you know what? I'm on the train track. I'm getting to my destination. I know me and my trainer laid these train tracks perfectly. I'm just going to stay on this train track and meticulously keep going to the body, walk him down, walk forward, apply pressure, and my game plan will prevail. And I saw that in your fight, and I saw that while he was training. I see the commitment. And on the flip side, I see commitment in Sean too. See, Sean has something that he was born with, the ability to commit to the goal. You understand? And I don't know, is he physically able to get through Errol? Well, I'll say this. I don't believe he's physically able to get to the goal going through Errol Spence. But I think his will prevail against many other fighters. Danny Garcia. You understand?
The question is this: why is he making himself smaller than he needs to be? Because he's not really smaller guy than Earl. You know what I'm saying? For example, when Andy Ruiz was asked, "Hey, when did you weight when you fought Joshua?" He goes, "No, fuck it." He goes, "I want to kick my weight because he's a big guy."
Mm-hmm.
So what makes sense for Sean Porter to make himself naturally smaller than Earl for the fight? I don't think so. Why are you making yourself more smaller than you need to be? That's number one question. You gotta ask him. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We got Culinary Fighter here. If you're listening with the barbershop conversation, I'm reversing the rules.
Okay.
So let me ask you this.
Yes. Yes.
Which fights made you stay home and skip going out on a Saturday night? What type of fight?